Okay, C-130 Hercules in Ottawa, preparing to fly to Toronto. First things first, set up your ATC, make sure all sounds, verbal, text, everything selected. Close that. File your flight plan. CYOW, which is Ottawa. I'm going to fly to Toronto, CYYZ, at an altitude of 12,000. And file. Click on location, local map. Find the airport identifier. Click on blue screen, or blue circle, and look for clearance delivery frequency. And change your comm radios. So actually you got to turn everything on first. Batteries, avionics, external lighting, transponder. Click on comm on your radios and change to clearance delivery frequency that you found in the frequency chart for the airport. Or if you're using your own charts, they should be just as effective. So 119.4 for clearance delivery. Hit enter. Request clearance.
November 933 Quebec Delta. Cleared IFR to Charlie Yankee Zulu as filed. Maintain 12,000. Squawk 4704.
4704 on the transponder. Set. Read back transmission.
Cleared IFR to Charlie Yankee Zulu as filed.
Now we're going to set up our flight plan, which is going to be direct CYYZ. So you just hit initialize airport, type in CYYZ, and you're ready to go. Change your nav source to GPS, otherwise it won't follow it. Change your altitude to 12,000, which is what we'll be flying at. Vertical speed, we're going to climb at 700 feet. Turn your fuel on. These are your throttles. And this is your power. Start the engines with full power. Make sure you got enough fuel in it. So you go to aircraft, click weight and fuel, and start the engines. And all four engines are firing up. And there we go. So now we want to taxi. Go to location, local map. Look for ground frequency. And change your radios to that frequency. 121.9. Click the center button to make it active, and request taxi.
Delta, hold short of runway 14.
Hold short of 14. November 933.
Every time you want to talk to ATC, you hit the enter button. The box comes up, and then you click what you want to say. Read back clearance, request taxi, blah blah blah. And now we start our taxi.
November 03 X-ray. Papa. Contact tower on 118.8. Contact 33.
Follow the yellow arrows all the way to the end of your taxi point.
Hold short of 14. November 933.
It's telling me to hold short of this runway, which is what I'm doing. And when you get to the end of your taxi, they'll tell you to contact tower at whatever frequency. Tower is going to give you the clearance to actually take off.
November 933 Quebec Delta. Contact tower on 118.8.
Change comm, or read back transmission first. Change your comm to 118.8 for tower frequency. Hit the center button, active, enter, check in.
November 933.
Now usually he'll say clear for takeoff, runway 14, but for some reason in Ottawa he doesn't. The arrow just lights up to the runway, which basically tells you you're clear to take off. So taxiing into place. Alright, lined up in the center of the runway. Brakes on. Set the heading bug to the direction you'll be taking off. Okay, bug's up. Select heading and it turns on the flight director, not the autopilot, but the flight director. So everything's armed. Flaps down one notch. And give her power. Release brakes. And slowly pull back on the stick and we're airborne. Gear up. Positive rate of climb, flaps up, and engage autopilot.
November 933, Quebec, Delta. Contact center on 133.22.
So now the tower is passing off on the center. Enter, read back.
133.22. November 933, Quebec, Delta.
Make sure the VSI is working right here. And change to the frequency they just told you to go to. Center button. Enter, checking with controller. Now we're still following the heading bug from takeoff.
Delta, we're off course.
And he's telling us we're off course because they expect you to go on course almost immediately. So you just hit the localizer and it'll start tracking the GPS.
2972.
Charlotte, Yankee, Oscar, Whiskey, altimeter 2972. November 933, Quebec, Delta.
November 01 X-ray, Papa. Y heading 170.
Heading 170. November 01 X-ray, Papa.
Okay. You see in your HSI that the needle isn't exactly centered, because what it's doing right now is it's flying to an intercept.
Papa. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Up to flight level 350. November 03 X-ray, Papa.
And once it intercepts
November
the
03 X-ray, Papa. We're off course.
HSI needle,
We're off course.
November 03
it will turn
X-ray,
you in
Papa.
the direction towards Toronto.
November 02 X-ray, Papa. We're off course. 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 November.
And if you're flying with other
X-ray,
aircraft,
Papa. We're off
our
course.
artificial intelligence aircraft, I actually have four set up.
01
It'll just keep
X-ray,
bitching at
Papa.
them
Y
if they're
heading
off course.
140. Report the field in sight.
heading 140 with Corporate Field, November 01.
And you'll notice that the purple part of the needle is slowly moving towards the center, which means it's locking on to your flight plan. And in a second, once this little triangle gets to the needle, the aircraft will turn in the direction of Toronto. And that's it. That's how you get headed to wherever you're going if you're just flying direct. The whole flight plan is a whole different thing, but the next part will do the approach. Oh, yeah, and bring your power back to the middle. Leave your throttles max, but your power down, so you're not burning up excess fuel.